Hello, I'm Jonathan from Shooting Stuff. Shooting Stuff stocks Lyman products in South Africa, all available on our website at shootingstuff.co.za. If you don't find what you're looking for, send us a message and we'll include it in our next shipment. Today I want to talk in detail about the Lyman Pro Die set in one of the rifle calibers, 223 Remington. Let's take a closer look before we start setting them up for loading. The box includes a useful instruction sheet. I have read them before, but take the time to read what they have to say and it'll help you with your setup and understanding all the features. The first die we're going to talk about is the resizing die. It comes with a 1-inch lock ring, so it makes it suitable to set up on most progressive systems where there's a small amount of space available on the tool head or on the turret press that we're going to use later on today. We're going to give the dies a bit of a clean and I'll show you the features as we go through. So firstly, the sizing die includes a full-length carbide insert that sizes the rifle calibers from the base of the case just above the extractor groove all the way up to and including the shoulder and the neck of the case. The carbide is a very durable material and not readily available in most other brands. The decapping system is spring-loaded, which just helps to flick the primer off the bottom of the decapping pin at the end of the stroke. The decapping pin itself is easily replaceable and includes an expandable that you can leave inserted in a one-stop process, or if you prefer later expansion with a mandrel or the M die, which we'll talk about later, you can remove the expandable so that you only expand the case neck once after the sizing. Just going to clean the dies so that they're nice and ready for our loading session later on. The purpose of the cleaning is to remove the shipping lubricant that helps preserve the dies and make sure that they don't end up rusting during transport. Although they are made of stainless steel, the corrosive nature of a lot of the air, and especially when they are sea freighted, can be a difficulty. We just snug this down again. It doesn't have to be super tight, and then the decapping system is in place. Next in the sequence is the Lyman M die, depending on whether you prefer the expandable or not. I don't recommend that you use both, but the purpose of the M die is to do case neck expansion. It's a mandrel, and then it's also got a step up right at the end. Before the big step, there's a very small little step here, and that's to enable the Mr. Bullet feeder to supply a bullet that will stand upright on the edge of the case. There's about 2 or 3 millimeters of slightly bigger diameter expansion that happens, and this is what the M die is about, that last little bit of expansion to allow the bullet to sit upright on the case when you're using a Mr. Bullet feeder on a progressive reloading system. This die can be used as a normal expander mandrel just by using the first part of the expansion at the front edge of the die. Quite a useful thing, and we're just going to give it a quick wipe down to make sure that we don't have any undue gunk on the system. Depending on the length of your particular setup, you can adjust the height of the mandrel to include the M die effect or not. We'll set that up later. The third die in the kit is obviously then the bullet seating die. In the Pro Die series, all bullet seating dies come with a micrometer adjustment, which makes adjusting your bullet seating depth quick and easy. And these dies can also apply a roll crimp, which makes them useful when you don't have space on your progressive system for separate seating and crimping. The micrometer system is spring-loaded, easy to adjust, and we're going to just clean the die off quickly, but we're not going to clean the lubricant at the top by the O-ring, because that just helps the adjustment work better. The bullet seating stem is easily removable. That doesn't need too much lubricant on it. And your bullet, just check that it sits nicely, and I'm pretty sure that in time VLD versions of this stem will become available as sports like PRS using semi-autos start gaining popularity. Currently, the rifle dies only come with a single insert, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be room for a lot of upgrades coming. The graduated micrometer part is easily adjustable relative to the adjustment knob via the scrub screw, so that you can easily get a convenient 0 point for your loads once you've got them dialed in. Okay, we're going to start off just somewhere near the top so that we can always seat the bullet a little bit deeper, and we don't want to end up starting off too short and then have to try and make it longer again. That's a lot more difficult. The fourth die in the set is the separate taper crimp die, also micrometer adjustable, and like all the others with a 1-inch die lock ring. And the insert for doing the taper crimp we'll get to in a moment. So this is the insert that controls the depth that the case goes into the die to engage the taper crimp, and it has a little bit of lube to slide freely on the inside of the die. As with the seating die, this micrometer system is also adjustable so that you can get a convenient 0. So the 4 dies in the set: full-length sizing die, full-length carbide insert with a spring-loaded decapper for reliable decapping. The M die in rifle calibers can be used only as a expanding mandrel, or by using the full length for the second stage expansion to use with a bullet feeder, so that that tall rifle bullet sits upright in your case. The micrometer adjustable seating die can also apply a roll crimp, which is not the preference. We like to use a separate taper crimp wherever possible, but if your progressive system doesn't have enough stations, then the single die works well. Shooting Stuff stocks Lyman products, all available on our website at shootingstuff.co.za or in our store in Centurion. Shooting Stuff is your reloading expert, giving you more time to shoot.